Welcome to the Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo, episode 26. How was your Thanksgiving, bud?
Man, it was good, buddy. How was your Thanksgiving? I'll get into mine. What'd you do?
No, it was good. It was just Gina B and I, being empty nesters. The kids were on, my son's married, so he's doing stuff with his in-laws, and my daughter's on the East Coast. So Gina B and I just went to a restaurant, and it was like one of our first non-traditional turkey days. Like, we didn't even have turkey. We had I know I had like mahi and I can't remember what.
Oh, that's good though. I love some good mahi though.
And we celebrated like our 40th anniversary of just like from when we started dating and all that, the first time. And so they put us by overlooking the ocean, the Pacific Ocean, right at the edge of the restaurant outdoors. And it was cool, so cool. They gave us a free dessert and all that. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Took good care of us. And we just drove down the coast in San Diego and, walked down the beach, took some pictures and whatnot. That was our Thanksgiving. What'd you do?
That's cool. No. I just say, and you got to worry about dirty dishes. That's a point.
No dirty dishes.
No dirty dishes. Mom, man, I haven't it's been a while, bro. And, I went to Mom's and helped her pull out her Christmas decorations. I helped her decorate her top shelf so she didn't have to stand up there because Mom's 76. Love you, Mom. Spring chicken. Don't want her to fall and hurt herself.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled everything out so she could decorate her tree and stuff this week. Had prime rib, asparagus, Yorkshire pudding, not traditional turkey. Was delicious, man. Pumpkin pie, apple pie.
Sounds good.
It was crazy, though, bro. Well, before we get on, I'll talk about it here in a minute. But hey, let's get things rolling, baby. Come on to 5 and 5. That's
all right. Ready for the 5 and 5? This show is for December 7th. So on this day in history, you probably know this. I'm gonna test you here a little bit. Delaware earned its title, the first state, because you remember that from school?
No.
They were the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution.
Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. I caught Jimbo off guard.
It's been a long weekend.
It wasn't that. I know Jimbo's pretty knowledgeable, so I figured he'd be like, well, they ratified the first the U.S. Constitution.
My bad.
That's Delaware, so hats off to them from 1787 on December 7th. Also on December 7th in 1860, the first passenger steam train in South Africa hit the rails back then in 1860. In 1909, the world's first synthetic plastic called Bakelite was created by inventor Leo Baekeland. 1960, the Ivory Coast celebrated its independence from France. I had no idea France was in there back then. And then in 1941, the big one that we'll always remember, the day that went down in infamy, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and it's also known as National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day.
Oh yeah, December 7th.
That's correct.
Yeah, that was that's our
and just crazy. Kind of like in a short note, when I was in the marching band, we used to march at the Pearl Harbor Park, right in front of the Arizona Memorial. And so that beach there used to be all sandy beaches, but because of the bombing and all that, it's all silt now. You can't even walk in there. You can't even swim or anything. It's sad because it used to be a beautiful beach.
And you know what, guys? I haven't 420 at all yet, but I just clicked on. This show's coming out on December 7th, huh?
Yeah. Because we were like in November the last time.
Oh, hey, if that's the case, you guys, check this out. This is our first December show, too. Hey, man, happy holidays.
Exactly.
Merry Christmas, man.
I was waiting for it to hit you because I was like, I don't think Jimbo realizes we're in December now.
My gosh, guys. Really, though. That's, man, good, great. Man, I'm going to be 56 in a little over a month.
Nice.
Fudge me, dude.
All right, you ready for birthdays?
Yeah, why not, dude? December 7th. We know it's December 7th, though.
Radio personality and voice actor Peter Tomarken. He was the host of Press Your Luck back in 1942. He was born in 1942, actually. And it was a show called Press Your Luck.
Yeah, the whammies.
I don't know.
Go whammies. They get mad there. You can take the money. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah.
Okay, good to remember. 1905. What the heck am I looking at? Yes, 19. Yeah, actor comedian Eli Wallach was born. I can't even read my own handwriting,
Oh, it's okay. It happened. It happened. It happened.
My notes. And then we had sci-fi author and screenwriter Ted Elliott, who co-wrote The Pirates of the Caribbean among a list of his credits. And he was born in 1961.
Okay.
Huh. That's
they're coming out with another Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know that year. 1965, actor Jeffrey Wright. He was an actor in Shaft. Darn Shaft. Remember that movie?
Yeah, that's what.
No, you were born. You were just a little tyke.
Oh, you're talking about the old Shaft.
Yeah, 1970 or something like that. Yeah,
no, I never watched that.
James Bond also, he was in there, and also in the Hunger Games.
Man, there's been a lot of different James Bonds. Roger Moore, that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Sean Connery, I love Sean Connery.
I tell you, there's a whole bunch of folks born on December 7th. I might just list a few after this one. This is for the Swifties.
Oh.
Yes, Taylor Swift was born on this day in 1989.
Oh, is she Tay-Tay?
Yeah.
Huh. Man, she bought, for Travis for his birthday, bought him a Lamborghini, dude.
Oh, wow.
$280,000 Lamborghini. I was like, boy, that's a lucky boy. That's lucky. But anyway, go ahead.
You got money is over. Okay, so we got the 5 for 5 there. But you know what? These guys you got to mention. Larry Bird from the Boston Celtics.
Oh, come on. That's the Celtics. He was a badass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would talk so much smack on the court, dude. He was good.
Songwriter and human activist Harry Chapin, the Cats in the Cradle fame. He was born on this day as well too. So that's your 5 for 5, plus the bonuses on this 26th episode with Jimbo and Stevo.
There you go, sis. There you go. Hey, going back to I was talking about my mom. Man, I was over there at mom's house, right? And I didn't have any idea that I was sitting on the couch watching football. And then mom's like, here, I forgot I had given her, there's probably like 20 sleeves, of cards. There's 9 cards that are protection stuff. Mm-hmm. She's like, here, I forgot I had these. She told me to hold on to these. I was like, what? I was going to him, man, I was tripping out, bro. I had on there Alex Rodriguez rookie cards, Derek Jeter rookie cards. I had a damn Frank Thomas. When you see him, Frank Thomas is in there, a Brett Favre rookie cards. Mm-hmm. I have uniform cards in there with people's uniforms, the players. LeBron James. I was like, wow. So I brought him home. I'm getting graded this year, man. It got me thinking about my other cards I brought the thing, but yeah, that was a pretty neat thing Mom did there, man. I was like,
nice.
Yeah, I even got I had a signed Seattle Mariners, man, certification and a certified authenticity with it now. But yeah, man, it was good. It's been cool here. How's the weather there? How's your weather?
Oh, here it's nice right now. I mean, it's at night it's probably in the 40s, and during the day it's like in the low 70s, like 72 and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've been in like tonight's 39, and our high's been like mid 60s. No, it's been great, dude. I love it, man. Everything's high and tight, man. When you're old, nothing sags like this. When it's cold weather, everything's high and tight, baby. I love it, man. I love it, dude. I love it. And crew, listen, once again, I myself and Stevo feels the same. We appreciate whether you're listening to us or watching us. I think a lot more listening than they watch nowadays. But we appreciate y'all taking time out for an hour. What we're gonna do, remember, is last week we went off rail. We're not doing that. We're the unexplained. We want you guys to know when you tune into us that we're gonna take your mind off the cartoon world we're all living in now, because that's all I can fucking say right now, man, on everything that's going on. But we're not going to do that because we all aren't dumb, because we're the smart ones. We all know what's going on. But hey, man, I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate it. Steve, I know you feel the same, right?
Yeah. And don't forget to email us at thegoodvibesguys@gmail.com. Give us your thoughts or any, recommendations and tips and all that stuff. And Pepsi, you guys better, send us some money, because this dude keeps plugging you guys for free. I don't believe
Hook me up with Pepsi. I don't need money. I'm used to being poor anyway. Plus, if I get it anyway, then somebody's going to take it, I'm sure. We won't get into that one. Okay. This week's Unexplained, guys. I'm going to go and talk about something that I truly enjoy watching on TV. I don't know if you've ever watched it, Stevo. Mm-hmm. They call it the Skinwalker Ranch. Mm. It's located in Utah, southeast corner of Utah. It's like 512 acres. good
Mm-hmm.
paranormal,
Mm-hmm.
UFO, crazy stuff that happens there.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to educate you along with the crew that is taking part in listening to our show on this day, December 7th. Oh, oh, you've been naughty, little boy. Anyway, okay. So, okay, it all started out with the Sherman Ranch, and then it got turned over to Skinwalker Ranch. Now, the Skinwalker Ranch is a Navajo legend. It's basically a vengeful summons. UFO reports are published in the 1970s. The first claims really appeared in 1996 in the Salt Lake City paper by who I talked to before, George Knapp. I've mentioned George Knapp plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, guys, you hear about all this stuff with the Congress going about UFOs in the bottom of the ocean they found and communicated with, that they have proof that they're in deeps in the ocean, bases have been located. But anyway, we'll get on that one. Jimbo's mind. I'm always out there thinking about the different stuff. But okay, the earliest known habitats of this land, okay, go a big part of the name of the traditional habitat by the Ute tribe.
Hmm.
Okay, the Ute tribe was there. Like I said, you guys, this is in the northeast corner of Utah.
That's an Native American tribe.
Yeah, Native American tribe.
Okay.
The Ute tribes. Ute, U-T-E, U-T-E,
Oh, Utes, the
U-T-E.
Utes. Well,
Utes. Oh,
who
Utes.
knows? We may be pronouncing it wrong, but like the Utah Utes. Okay.
Yeah, the Utah Utes. Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right. But and the Navajo. The Navajo were pretty big there too as well. I mean,
Okay.
that's the whole thing that started on that one. Because like the term skinwalker comes from the Navajo legends. Okay. It translates to the means of it or goes on all fours. The skinwalker. The skinwalkers were witches that ability to shapeshift into humans or animals.
Mm.
You know, what happened was there's a problem behind with the Navajo and the Utes, you said, I guess back then,
Yeah.
where they put a curse on the land. And see, one of the stories, this is what I was just telling you, one of the stories involves this, where it goes during a time when hostility became between the two tribes, the Navajos and the Ute members, and the Navajo decided to basically curse the land with the skinwalkers.
Mm.
Okay, and upon their enemies, and still to this day, it's still occurring. I mean, have you heard of Skinwalker Ranch at all, big guy?
No, just through you. That's it. I mean, and now I'm starting to see some stuff come across my social media feed with skinwalkers and other stuff more and more, that people are recording.
I'm a big fan of it. I got a lot of stuff here I'll go over and whatnot about it. I mean, the show that comes on, I think it's on Tuesday. It's coming back out here soon. I'm going to get into that now because there's still a lot to go on from the beginning all the way back to the sermons. Because there's another family that owned before the Shermans, and they had it for like 25 years. And then the Shermans purchased it, but they only had it for 2 years.
Mm.
When they purchased this land, they purchased it basically for the country living and the thing of having a nice country home and to live off the land, cattle and so forth and whatnot. I mean, we're talking, a good chunk of land, over 500 acres.
Okay.
So, okay. Like I said, it was a sold out. Okay. One of the most terrifying events that happened was one night when he was in his home and he heard a bunch of commotion outside by his cows and whatnot. He had calves and stuff inside pens and whatnot. And when he went outside, he saw a giant wolf. Now, some refer to it as the dire wolf. You know what the dire wolf, right? The dire
No.
wolves, they went extinct.
Hmm.
They were real,
Oh,
but they went extinct on that stuff way back. I think it was like a couple 100,000 years ago, maybe 100,000.
hmm.
But they're giant wolves. When he went out, he went out, he took his gun, and he went and he shot at this, bro. And he what it was, I think he multiple times. Multiple times he shot and it didn't do anything. It didn't stop it, and then finally it took off.
Wow.
Well, him and his son pursued it, right? And they followed the tracks and they pursued it, and then all of a sudden the tracks were gone.
Hmm.
I mean, now was that a skinwalker?
All right.
That's what people think. I mean,
Yeah.
like our next segment, I'll get more into like what's going on right now because they've seen the Skinwalker Ranch has so much stuff going on, guys. You got to really
Crazy.
Google it if you don't know anything about it. And I know you don't, Stevo, because this is Jimbo. Remember, guys,
No.
I'm over here. He's over there. He's on this side, and he's the guy that's over here going, "You're going over too far, Jimbo."
No, I do my research, Like I seen one. I saw a video last week of somebody took a video of a skinwalker that was walking on fours, and then when it saw a car coming by, it like stood up like and it turned into like a young man. And then when the car went away, I think he like turned back to his own self again on all four. It's the weirdest thing. I was like, okay, is this AI or
he is so. He always goes AI, man. Everything's AI. I love you for that.
I have to be that guy because
he does
probably have audience members going, "Oh, these guys are crazy," right? I mean,
no,
but research yourselves, right? That's what I say.
Yes.
Right.
Stevo's the AI guy. Jimbo's like going, "Come on now, let me tell you, it's not AI, man. It's not AI." Because there's a lot of stuff going on there right there. That Skinwalker Ranch is an amazing ass thing right now. I mean, and I got a lot to talk about it. Are we still good right now? I mean, I don't know.
We got like less than 3 minutes. Yeah.
Less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, like the Shermans were the first one we talked about, like mysterious objects in the sky. They had cattle mutilations where there's no blood. And then this goes back to me talking about Travis Taylor. He's part of this investigation team right now that's at Skinwalker Ranch about how one of the enzymes for the wormhole or being able to travel through time was found in cow blood. So it just makes you think. I mean, makes you think, well, okay.
Why, they like drinking the blood?
No, they're using it for time travel, maybe.
Oh.
That's the whole thing I said. Travis Taylor, they came up with a hypothesis that for causing the wormhole to be able to travel through time, the enzyme for that is found in cow blood. Well, all cattle mutilations, people never ever find any. They say there was no blood, or there's particular things missing from the object, but there's never any blood, no blood on the ground, which makes no sense. But anyway, I got more on it, man, big guy. I promise that one. We'll come back on the second part. I got you.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll take a little break and come right back. Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo and his ugly red, white, and blue drink there.
Hey! You've been naughty, little boy.
Well, Gina B likes the one that begins with the word diet. So, every time we go to a restaurant, I'm like, oh, and a diet P.
Man, I don't need no diet, man.
S-I for my wife, please.
I just want them to pay
us. I just want them to pay us, because every time we lift up that can, it's like telling people, oh, I need to go get that right now. But hey, whatever you drink, take a break, come right back and join us right here on the Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo. Welcome back to the Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo, segment 2, and we're talking about the Skinwalker Ranch. There's a TV series on the History Channel about that. I was Googling this. It was interesting. I was actually getting goosebumps, Jimbo. You know me, I'm like the Doubting Thomas guy. I always have to like have proof.
I know. That's why we balance one another. We're the scale of justice. He's here and I'm here. We balance one another.
I got to do it for our fans, so that they know that we're not just like, I'm not just a yes man going along with everything that you're sharing, And at the same time, I'm not trying to doubt you. I just want to make sure that we have some sort of proof, right? But here's what I found. Can I read a little bit?
Hey, go for it, big guy.
So there's one thing here that says, are skinwalkers real? Yes or no? And this is what this thing says here. This is from wikihow.com.
Okay.
Skinwalkers play an important role in Navajo culture, history, and folklore, and in this way, they're very much real. However, there is no definitive scientific evidence of a shape-shifting figure like the skinwalker existing. But I mean, in any culture, like you take Hawaiian culture, right? They have a lot of folklore and history about what do they call them? The night marchers. So night marchers come during the new moon when there's no moon, basically, right? New moon,
right?
And it's pitch black, and they follow this path along the mountain ridges. And if your house happens to be in that path, and they go through the house, they will take you with them. They'll take your soul with them. The night marches. So and Hawaiians truly believe in that. So there's other, folklore and things like that have been shared in Hawaiian culture. So just like the Navajo, they have that as well. I'm sure a lot of other cultures have that too.
Well, I'm sure someone's got it. Like I've always said, though, I believe that in some kind of conspiracy, folklore, or anything else, I believe that there's some slight hair of truth in there somewhere. You just have to filter it out and find out what it is. But anyway, what else you got, buddy?
There's others too, but and what was the other thing you were saying? Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, so it is in Utah, right? And the Western Indian tribes also believed in supernatural beings, in this case, of skinwalkers. I mean, there's a lot of this. I mean, what is this, like 4 seasons of this show, Skinwalker Ranch?
Yeah, it's on Tuesdays on History Channel, guys. Yeah, check it out, guys. I mean, I'm telling
you, I'll
get more into it.
Do they have reruns where you can watch them? I'm sure if I go on some of
you could probably go and you probably could find the past shows because it's on the.
I'll probably search on
Mom
Hulu.
loves it.
I wonder if they have it on Hulu with the repeats.
I think it's on 5th season. It's on the 5th or 6th season.
Okay,
I'll get into the people that are on it. We'll talk about who's on it. Well, after the show, I've talked about this cat before, and I don't know if you know who he is. Robert Bigelow. You know who Robert Bigelow is. I've talked about it to you so many times, man. Have you researched him at all, Robert Bigelow?
No, but I will now. Talk and then I'll research.
You need me. Robert Bigelow, man. You guys, he owned Skinwalker Ranch. He bought it from the Shermans, right? Okay. And he had the NIDS, or what it was the National Institute of Discovery of Science. He started studying like UFOs and paranormal. Now, the only fun thing about it is when he bought it in 1996, we won't ever know if he found anything. Robert Bigelow has a place. He's like a private contractor. He's a billionaire, guys.
He's still alive. He's like 80 years old, and he lives in Nevada.
But he's big in the law. He has this big area and whatnot like that. He started his government projects, contracts to where, here's where, they have that freedom of the writers saying they have to release stuff. Well, if the government stores stuff with him, he doesn't have to say shit. That's not covered in that. That's private. There's nothing in it. Stuff that he knows, he won't let out what he discovered there on the ranch when he was there. I mean, wow. They had the same incidents, glowing eyes in dark. They saw multiple orbs. They also had cattle manipulations. Cattle mutilations with no blood. Yeah, I know. No blood. Well, he dismantled that in 2004. But he maintained ownership to 2016.
This guy's sharp. I mean, he has his own aerospace business and Budget Suites of America.
He used to work for Lockheed. He's big.
He developed Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program for Defense Intelligence Agency.
Yeah, he still works for the government. That's the one thing. Like, I think also that his site he has, I believe he has UAPs and other stuff that, like I said, that can't be released to the public. That's not covered in that act of releasing to the public. That's a private thing. He can keep that there.
Oh, he passed away at the age of 88.
Oh, did he?
Last summer.
Robert Bigelow died last year?
Yeah.
No way.
Let's
Are
see
you
if that's
sure? I
if
don't.
that's the same guy.
No, I don't think he's dead. We would hear about it because if he dies, we're wondering if
Because
anything's gonna get.
this one shows. Is this the same? Maybe it's a different guy.
Yeah, it's
Probably
gotta
a
be
different
different
guy.
because see, well, no, Robert Bigelow has because if he did, I've been wondering if they'll release
Okay.
all the stuff, information on what he's got.
This
Well,
is gotta be.
after him though, here's who we have now: Brandon Fugel. He's like some kind of Utah tycoon.
Huh.
He purchased it from him, but he stayed quiet for like 4 years, man.
Hmm.
And then the more questions started to come up and answers that he didn't understand, like orbs, unexplained illnesses, like one of the ranch hands on the thing. Once they start digging into the ground, weird stuff starts to happen. Is it magnetic or anything like that? We don't know. But he had the one guy. What is his name? His name. Hold on. The ranch, Thomas Winterton, dude. He had a growth on his head that just came out of his head. He was in the hospital over this. The main principal investigator is Eric Bard. You know, my astrophysicist. You guys, I always tell you, Travis Taylor, baby. I'm like a country biscuit. When he speaks, I'm soaking his shit up like gravy, dude. I do. I mean, he's gone into space. He's done a lot of stuff. He's worked on. In fact, he worked on the latest UAP investigation team for the government that was top secret that he couldn't say anything about. But then he stopped working for him and started mentioning about it. And then, of course, they got the guy Brian Arnold, head of security, calls himself Dragon. He drives me crazy. But anyway, like you got to watch it. Like there's a frequencies. They always get 1.6. They always pick up 1.6. And Travis always says that's like the wavelength that goes into space and whatnot. They can pick up on all that stuff, or that people are the government stuff like that are tweaking in on. Watching the show, guys, they're being observed by the government. Black Hawk helicopters, shit like that. There's been times you see two Chinooks flying over the property low and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
when they're doing this, they're like, what the hell's going on? And he's been checking into it. Brandon Fugel started this stuff with this and get it on the History Channel for us to check it out. They've done some interesting stuff, dude. Like the guy that does LiDAR scans, you guys, you know how I'm a big Bigfoot guys. Y'all know how much I love my Bigfoots. I love them to death, man. I do. But he's been on there doing those LiDAR scans. Now, when you do a LiDAR scan, guys, a LiDAR scan detects in the ground and everything above it, 3-dimensional, so you can see everything that's going on. Boy, they've seen like pillars and stuff that you can't see with the visible eye. That something is there that you can't see. Like there's these rocks are lined up to the ends that have marks of a wormhole. I the LiDAR scans he does, guys, too, when you check out and you back off from it, they go underground.
Hmm.
LiDAR scan does not go underground, guys. It's impossible.
Hmm.
LiDAR scan does not detect what's under the ground. But when he gets the readouts on it, man, it has a readout. The readouts go way underground, guys.
Hmm.
They had one of them, man. It was pretty cool. The mesa they have there is amazing. There's some shit I like to talk about this mesa too. But one of the shows, they had an unidentified UAP orb, white orb, go into the mesa on one side here, and then it came out on this side of the mesa on the other side, like it's a connection, a wormhole. They believe, like last year, guys, they did the same with this, the LiDAR and stuff, and they were in the center. It's called a triangle. If you have watched the show, you understand it's a triangle
Hmm.
that's out in the middle of the ranch. That's right by the mesa. They have the houses in the background and whatnot. But in the middle of the triangle, and they looked up, guys, and it was freaking crazy. It was a cone,
Hmm.
a complete dimensional cone that went around the whole area of them.
Hmm. Wow.
Oh, well, what the hell is that shit?
Yeah.
You know, and then here's Travis. I love Travis, man. But he explained how, like, you know, the wormhole effect is the wormhole goes and it comes around like this. And it has like an hourglass, you know what I'm saying? So that was the kind of basis he was thinking that maybe that's what that is. There's something about 30 feet off the ground. They don't know what the hell it is, guys.
Wow.
They've done drone tests. The drones go up, and some of them also will take off one way and go off. Don't know what the hell they're doing. Other drones will just shut down.
Wow.
it's unexplained shit going on here that no one can wrap their hands around, and they're trying so hard, and it is so intriguing.
Yeah.
You really got to check it out, Stevo.
Yeah.
Oh, they
I
also
will.
have Beyond Skinwalker Ranch, guys. Okay, what's that ranch? Dude, check this, guys. Okay, this is what's cool about this too. Bradford Ranch. It's in Arizona.
Mm.
Okay, I was watching an episode on this one, the Bradford Ranch, and they said they have a couple guys go out. This is Beyond Skinwalker. There's other places out here that are identical to Skinwalker that they're trying to find. Well, the funny thing about this, man, okay, this Bradford Ranch, second place, what's it called? It's called the Secret Mountains. What a name. It is. It's literally called the Secret Mountains. It sits in the middle of it. There's like a hill up over here on this side. And then I think it's like 2 or 3 miles away at the base of all this is the cement factory, old cement factory. It doesn't work anymore. There's nothing, no cement being distributed out or nothing like that. We're gonna get to this. So one of the guys was telling him, a tour guy, because he does tours in there, telling him about when he took a couple of Marine buddies and the girlfriends went up to this place, and he took them on a drive, and they're like, "Hey, do you mind if we fly our drone about these segments? We can fly a drone up and get some pictures." I'm like, "Oh, go ahead." He's giving a tour. He wanted to show them the land and whatnot. Well, they're doing a drone and stuff like that. Now, listen to me. Everybody that has a drone knows this. The drones work by satellite. It's not allowed to fly over airports because it's restricted airspace or military bases. It's restricted airbase. What it will do, it will give you notice. The drone will turn around and return right back to where it came from. It will not be allowed to fly any longer. I don't know if you knew this. Do you know this about drones?
No.
Okay, well, now you do.
Mm.
Okay. He gave this to these two guys, and like, okay, they flew the drone up, and they're telling the two guys that came and talked to him about the Bradford Ranch. He's like, he flew it up, and they're taking a picture. He was like, all right, cool. And he went out over this way, over the area towards the secret mountains. And it says it's probably like 100, 150 yards. And all of a sudden, the thing quit down, shut down. He's like, what's going on? And it returned, and they didn't know what the heck was going on. He's like, well, why did it do that? He says, well, the only real reason it does that, like we told you, is an airport or a military base. So he told him this story, and the guys there going, what? And they explained, well, that's the only reason, like I told you guys, that's the only reason it's going to return to you. He's like, well, do you mind? We have a drone with our guys here. It's like, well, let's give it a shot. Dude, you guys. So he set the drone up. He said, what he said? He said it was out the way like 150, 200 yards. I was like, okay, cool. The guy took up in the air, cruised the drone out there. He said, he probably like, no, we're going. Got about 175 yards, almost 200 yards. And he's looking at it like, oh, shit. He's like, what happened? It's returning. Huh? And they all crapped out. They're like, you're kidding me. He's like, no, the drone returned. So what that does, what it gives you like a 3 to 5 mile radius. When a drone does that, it gives you a 3 to 5 mile radius that you're coming into restricted airspace. What the hell was that shit about, guys? So and it's funny. I mean, seriously, I swear it's in Arizona. I think it is called the Secret Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
The Secret Mountains, and it returned. Here's something else, guys, on top of this one. This is Jimbo, guys. This is how I am. And Stevo just keeps back going, damn, wait a minute now. It's going to say, what? Okay. The same Bradshaw Ranch, okay. They decided to do deep ground reeds, with the magnet, they go over the ground, magnets, the waves bounce off anything under the ground to see what's going on. Well, they did it over the ramps. They did this whole area and all stuff like that. When they went to review what they discovered, looked like that there were tunnels under the ground.
Tunnels
that were going under the ground.
Hmm.
Well, they met a gentleman that was in the same area, and him and his wife went up there, and they said they'd taken pictures. It looked like it had been an elevator shaft that had been shut down, and everything was trying to cover up. They took pictures, and they were returning home, guys. And he said, "Here," and they realized a helicopter was approaching, so they hurried to get up out of the area. He said when he got to his house, I'm not done with this story, guys. When he got to his house, he had an email he opened up, and he says, we know who you are, we know where you were, and we want you to delete the pictures or whatever you took and do not show them to anyone. Well, he didn't. We're getting to this. He didn't delete. He kept his pictures, but he was got that notice on his email that they knew who he was and what he saw. Well, okay, that goes back to the scan they did on the ground, guys. So when they went back and they looked at the scan and they measured it out and lined it all out. Excuse you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
They drew a line. And one line went into Secret Mountains, where went beyond to where the drone got sent back. And then the other line went directly down. Remember me talking about that cement factory?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's something funny about the cement factory, guys. When people go up there, if you go to the thing, there are heavy armored vehicles there with like hired military M4s and stuff like that protecting it, like Black Ops protecting it. And it goes directly from that line under the property to the secret mountains, man. What the fudge, man?
Yeah.
And the fact that the guy found the pictures of that elevator, and this on top of it, guys. You got to check it out, guys. It's a ranch there in Arizona, Bradshaw Ranch.
Bradshaw Ranch.
And yeah, the Bradshaw Ranch in Arizona, man. I mean, it basically, I think it's a secret military base, and it's funny that it has. And check it out. You know, these tunnels, guys, are big enough for vehicles to travel through them. From like
what's in Sedona, which is spiritual country.
Right. Okay, cool. So you're looking it up. All right, cool. But
there's radiation levels.
But down there at the damn cement factories, where like the entrance to this thing is, where you can literally drive large vehicles all the way up through there.
Wow.
What the fudge is going on there, guys?
Oh, it's owned by the government.
I mean, I love him, guys. I really do. This is why I talk about this stuff. I know that's what's the secret mountains, dude. No, you're okay, buddy. That's why I love you. I mean, it's got the tunnels that we don't know about. I mean, and they sent a damn email, told the guy, said, we know you were here. We know who you are. We know what you saw. Delete your pictures. I mean, look at, man, this goes, how many times have we said to you, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck, guys. I mean, damn, man. That damn thing could be.
Do your research, guys, because it's kind of chilling in a way just by reading some of the stuff I'm pulling up on the internet here. You know, I mean, do your own research, check it out. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. I'm not trying to.
I want to go watch that Skinwalker Ranch show as well too. You know, that series.
Yeah, it comes on Tuesdays. Mom would know more about. I think it starts in here in since we're December now. Come to find out, Jimbo clicked on that a little late.
Watch us get an email from the government saying, "Don't talk about Skinwalker Ranch or Bradford Ranch."
No. That's a public thing to where we can watch all that stuff and Travis Taylor on there and whatnot. But that doggone ranch show there in Arizona is some freaky stuff, guys. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. And another thing is that 1.6 frequency that people are picking up on the Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah,
they pick up that stuff there too, and then and you know what? If you ever being spied on and you hear listening to yourself and you hear echo, it's because you're bugged. Oh. If you ever hear echo, you're being bugged.
Oh.
When they were talking, man, on that show, they could hear them. They could hear themselves. They're like, I can hear myself. Why are we hearing ourselves? Because somebody was listening to what they were saying. And they even got back to the Skinwalker Ranch thing. Travis told the same thing. He's like, well, y'all are being spied on and listened to. Because he's really big. He knows about all that crap, dude. It's pretty insane. Wow. Anyway, that was my unexplained share to get you guys out of this crazy cartoon we're living in. Make you think about something different, man. I mean, I just, Jimbo, guys. I love
good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Folks, if you know anything about what we just talked about, if you have some history or some proof about this stuff or some sort of recollection, email us at thegoodvibesguys@gmail.com.
Right, for sure. Let us know, man. If there's something you guys, if you heard something that we haven't, dude, you let Jimbo know. Yeah. Jimbo, I dig this crap, guys. I do. Because like I said, I'm sorry about that. The crazy world we're living in, I like thinking about, I keep my head busy. I keep my brain busy. I keep my mind busy trying to, we can't shake the crap we're living in the cartoon we're in, but fuck, why not enjoy our life? Yeah. You guys are here with us, and we try to lighten your mind on some different crap going on.
Right.
That's all I do for Stevo.
Folks, we'll take a break. Come back and join us here on the Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo. Welcome back to the Good Vibes Guys with Jimbo and Stevo. We better get some money from that place. Segment 3, we're talking about sports, buddy. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple of my teams, one of my alumni schools. University of Hawaii men beat New Mexico this weekend. They needed that. And also the women's volleyball team advanced to the playoffs.
Should they do that little hookah thing or?
No, the girls didn't do that. No, but I've seen them play here in San Diego, and man, talk about sitting on the edge of your seat. Like they're more like a comeback team at the later sets for volleyball. But I guess they've gotten better. So hopefully they'll do really well in the
I've never really watched volleyball.
The championship playoffs. Yeah, I like volleyball. Yeah.
That wasn't big back when I was in high school. Nowadays it is. I mean, if I was back being a high school kid, yeah, I'd watch volleyball more, if you know what I mean. But no, I'm creepy uncle
they'll
status.
pack like the old Stan Sheriff arena at the University of Hawaii campus with 8,000
a
or
lot
10,000
of tall ladies
people.
there, man. A lot of tall ladies. They don't just play basketball; they play volleyball too.
Well, their MVP was 5'5".
Oh. We're watching the wrong people. Well, they come from Hawaii. I don't know many Polynesians that are that tall, though, personally, right, man? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, but no.
Well, I want to say congratulations and good luck to them with the playoffs. They play on December 5th, so by the time our next show, we'll probably know if they've advanced or not.
Yeah, play one on stuff like that. Yeah, did you see some of them damn stupid ass Michigan and Ohio State when they all got in a fight and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? No, you said, did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, that was a pretty big thing. Yeah, I don't like college football anyway. You know how it goes. This guy over here,
I like him. When I do watch, I didn't really watch any football this week, Thanksgiving week. But shall we start with the scores and talk about?
Okay, we're gonna wrap up on the games. You know what Jimbo is. I'll tell you about all the games. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
All right, we'll start with Thanksgiving Day, November 28th. We had the Lions squeaking by the Bears 23-20. What was the highlight?
Man, look at guys. Listen, right now, Tampa is a decent 3 touchdowns, but man, they fired the head coach. He's gone. Bye.
Yeah.
You talk about total play, no organization, bro. I mean, they had the ball with like 35 seconds, had a field goal, would have tied it up, and instead of calling a timeout, for some reason they're running a damn play, and then they stamped the ball with like 6 seconds and threw it to the end zone. They had more than enough time, so sorry, Bears. Bears.
Wow.
A lot of Bears
Ditko
fans
was probably
pissed off.
having a fit, right?
Oh, it was ridiculous. Bad clock management. Terrible, guys. Terrible. Go ahead. What's next?
Cowboys beat the Giants pretty nicely, 27-20.
And now, Danny Dimes is no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. So Drew Lock stepped up, other than this DeVito guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Drew Lock looked pretty doggone good for him, though. But yeah, they lost. It was a close one at first, but then
Wow.
they only lost by 7 points, I think, right?
Yeah, one touchdown.
One touchdown. So it was close. Almost done. Okay, what's the next one?
Packers beat the Dolphins 30
Oh
to
yeah, that was
17.
once again, guys. Okay, I've told you about the Finns. The Dolphins don't like cold, Bubba.
Yeah, that was in Green
They
Bay they played, right?
they don't like cold, and it was snow. I mean, that's like the Thursday beforehand, the snow globe game. Like right now, I'm watching the doggone Bills and Niners,
Yeah.
and it's a snow globe game going on. But the Dolphins guys,
Mm-hmm.
they can't play in the cold.
Yeah.
We all know that. So yeah. Hey, how about Friday's game?
Friday was who? I wonder who that was. The Chiefs squeaked by the Raiders 19 to 17. Why was it so close?
Well, it's the Raiders, man. The Raiders always give us hell, and it was a stupid thing, the craziest thing, guys. Once again, the butthole was clenched tight. Okay. And, it's my Chiefs, and we've got a lot on our plate. They 11-1 now, but I thought they were close to get a field goal to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And the higher power, the spirits of the unknown,
Mm-hmm.
the center hiked the ball at the quarterback, and he was like looking at the ice cream truck or something. I still don't know what he's looking at. And it bounced off his chest, and the Chiefs recovered it. And
Wow.
the game was over. We downed it, we won the game. But I do
Nuts.
want to say we are the first team in the playoffs. So here we go. Listen, this one. Our foot's in the door. All we gotta do now is get the home field advantage. You gotta go through the Arrowhead. Kansas City, guys. 3P, baby. Boom. Okay.
I like
What's
the
next?
confidence. I know my friend Myrna's a
Confidence.
Chiefs fan. She's a Swiftie also. Myrna, all right. You probably get
Yeah,
along well.
hey, yeah, tell your wife she probably liked that. The Swifty, the doggone, that movie for Kansas City came out today
Hmm.
on Peacock. If you guys have Peacock, the
No.
holiday thing about Taylor Swift and like Travis Kelce, but it's not them, but it's like them. Anyway,
Oh, nice. All right,
anyway,
Houston, the Texans, they beat the Jaguars 23 to 20. Close game too.
yeah, but them pricks, man. The Texas poor
The
Lawrence,
Jags are
man.
like 2-10.
No, I know, but listen, man. Lawrence had just came back. He missed last week. He came back and he was scrambling on the outside, man, and he was going to slide in, and the damn stupid ass Texans cornerback came in and right for his head, dude. Dude, he was. I thought he died.
Oh,
He got knocked out. And he's all get down on
wow.
the doggone field and stuff. And they ejected his ass.
Wow.
Got a big brawl. There's a big fight going on. Because I mean, everybody started going after his ass because what he did to Trevor. Because he went in hard, dude. It was unexcusable. God,
Wow.
it makes me sick. Anyway, go ahead.
Commanders beat the Titans 42 to 19.
Yeah, yeah, they look good this time. The Commanders on them. I thought they needed to win. They had lost like three in a row, I think. They had
Hmm.
won. They were 7-2, and then all of a sudden they've lost like three in a row, and they finally won today.
Hmm.
Yeah, they looked good though. But I mean, it's the Titans though, guys. No offense. I don't mean that rude.
And then the Jets lost to the Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks.
You mean your first place team that's not you're gonna
I
look
know,
up?
7-5 first
We'll get
place.
there in a little while. We'll get there. The Jets though, the Seahawks are in first place right now in the West. The West is gonna be like it's the West is gonna be like the damn South in the NFC, where there's like a 500 team gonna win the damn
Right.
win it. The Niners still have a chance, but looks like you guys are going to get crushed tonight in the snow globe game.
Yeah.
But, you'll be 2 games back. That's 2 games back, guys. Listen, I still believe there's still like, well, 11, 12, there's still 5 more
Well,
games.
there's a lot of crap talking going on at the Jets corner as well, too, right? With their QB and whatnot.
Oh, look, the Jets just listen, guys. I'm just kidding. You know what? We've done talked about Rodgers. I was a big supporter of Aaron Rodgers in the beginning, and
Yeah.
my buddy over here, he said, "No, Jimbo." I was like, "No, you gotta believe. Come on, man. No, that fucker needs to just retire and just,
He
he's
does.
wasting our time. He's wasting our time."
Yeah.
And the poor, I
He,
feel bad for the Jets.
he's got too many issues going on up here, man.
I feel bad for the Jets. All right, what's next?
Colts. Colts pulled it off by 1 point, 25-24 over the
Now,
Patriots.
yeah, that Patriots man, they got a quarterback. That
Hmm.
Mayo, the
Yeah,
Mayo kid, the kid, he's a good kid. They got a quarterback. I was wondering about the Patriots having a quarterback, but they do.
he just needs a line.
Richardson. No, they had a game. Yeah,
Hmm.
Richardson went down and scored like under 2 minutes, and then they went for the 2 point, and he ran it in. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings on Richardson. He's kind of like Lamar Jackson. But yeah, they did win, Bo. Okay, what's next,
Okay.
buddy?
Minnesota, don't you know? The Vikings beat the Cardinals 23-22. All close games, man.
Yeah,
Not
but
all.
that was the
A bunch of
Cardinals.
them.
They came back. The Cardinals were winning that shit. So the Vikings came back. You
Yeah.
know, uh, um, that goes back to me telling you it was going to be the Lions, the Vikings, and the Packers going to be in the Super Bowl from the
I mean, if the
NFC.
Cardinals won, they would have been tied with the Seahawks.
Well, yeah, now they're tied with the Rams are 6-6, and you guys
Hmm.
are 5-7 now, I think.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the Seahawks are one game up on y'all.
All
So
right.
what's
Steelers
next?
coach was honored. Steelers beat the Bengals 44-38, but the coach was honored too with his number of winning consecutive games or something, or
The
wins for the
seasons,
season or something like that.
seasons, yeah. But you know
Yeah.
what? Mike Tomlin has been. Remember Noel? Remember the old
Hmm.
coach Noel that you
Yeah.
talked to Brash on him, the old guy? Yeah, I mean,
Right.
the one thing I dig about the Steelers, bro, is the Steelers have had like three coaches, bro. They don't go through coaches. I like Mike Tomlin. I told you about
Yeah.
boom. I told you in the beginning of the season,
No, yeah.
Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers were like reminding me of the old Seattle.
Right.
Run bomb and a tough defense. Man, I told you, and yeah, he was out the first 3 or 4 games, but now, man, damn dude, they're what are they, 9-3?
9-3. Yeah. They're
Come
looking
on,
good.
man. What's next?
All right. The betrayal Chargers that betrayed San Diego beat the Falcons 17-13.
Oh, Kirk Cousins looked awful today. He had 4 picks.
Mm-hmm.
He had 4 interceptions, man. He was throwing it to everybody on the wrong team.
You think he's got to
Uh,
retire?
well, no, he's got a contract for 3 years or 4 years, I
I
believe.
mean, contract aside, like, do you
But
think he should be?
no, Cousins. I
He's
mean,
got a
they
few
have a
more
good.
years
They
on
have
him.
a good. I think he's got at least 1 or 2. I mean, that's like dad of the NFL. I
Yeah.
like I like Cousins, but they do have that Penix Jr. there sitting in the background watching and shit like that. But
Yeah.
that's the same thing, though. They
Hmm.
lost, but that's the NFC South. That's just like you guys, the West. I mean, they got the teams that. Yeah, we'll get to those teams. Buccaneers won today too.
Yeah. Yeah. Tampa Bay, they beat
Yeah,
Carolina 26-23 in
Baker had a
overtime.
yeah in overtime. Baker had a both Baker. Yeah, they missed the first field goal and they missed it and they made it, but Baker had a rough game, a couple games. But I told you in the beginning of the season about Baker too.
Hmm.
Baker's a he's like the Energizer Bunny, man. He
Yeah.
got hurt, but he comes right back out and starts kicking butt and want to play again. But now they're 6-6, I believe.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So I think they're one game behind
Yeah.
Falcons, I believe.
Hmm.
So, but they play the Raiders next week. We'll get into the games in a little while. Go ahead. What's next?
See, the Saints lost to the Rams 21-14.
Yeah, That was another simple one. But I mean, the Saints. I don't know, man. The Saints aren't marching in. That's for sure. But anyway,
Yeah. I mean, they're 4-8.
yeah, they're not marching. And think about it. They started the season off 2-0, guys. So they're really 2-8 since then.
Yeah.
Think about the math. Go ahead.
Let's see. Ravens lost to the Eagles. That was kind of a
Yeah,
shocker.
I hate the Ravens. This is
24-19.
like the Bengals. The Bengals lost too.
Yep.
You know how I feel about the Bengals, man. But the Ravens the same way. And the same way it's like because I'm about my Chiefs, guys. I'm about my kingdom. We're the top seed.
Hmm.
We're 11-1 right now, and now they lost, and I think they're going to be. What are they now? Are they 8-4 now, or are they
Mm,
7-5? The Ravens
7-5. No, 8-5. The Ravens. Yeah.
8-5 now. See, and they're off. I think they're off next week. Their bye week. They get a
Mm.
bye week next week. But
And then,
yeah, them Steelers, baby.
yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
My Niners are losing 35-10 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth
Uh,
quarter
well,
to the Bills.
it just went to 42-10.
My poor team's struggling. I
It's in
mean,
the snow globe, guys. It's crazy watching this game in Buffalo. The Niners aren't built for cold weather teams, snow teams.
Yeah.
I mean, snow games or not. They come from the West Coast. Sorry.
And then Monday Night Football will be the Broncos and the Browns. Who do you think?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
tomorrow.
we pick them? Yeah, we picked them last week, right?
No,
Yeah.
we weren't together last week. We weren't
Oh,
together
yeah, we
last
did
week,
not.
buddy. No, no. Yeah, things happen
I
sometimes.
say Broncos.
No, I don't know. I don't want, the reason I don't want to see that is because, well, I don't care though. It doesn't bother us. I got to come to Kansas City anyway. But
Mm,
I mean, possibly. But the Browns won the week beforehand. They won last week in the snow globe game. You missed out. That was a Thursday night game, guys. It wasn't even nothing on the
yeah.
ground at all. And then
Wow.
all of a sudden, by the end of the game, guys, it's like you took a snow globe up and you couldn't see anything. I love these. I love the snow globe game, guys. I
It's
love that stuff.
snowing terribly on the East Coast right now, Upper
I
East.
love it, man. I love it. That's not lake snow though. That lake, where by the lake, the wind
Right, the lake
changes,
snow
stays right
effect,
above.
right?
Yeah, lake snow effect. All
So to
right.
pick the
Yeah, next week's games, buddy. Real quick, let's get these
all
done.
right.
We got Thursday night's game. Ooh, this will be a fun game here. I gotta get where I
Hmm,
can write these down. Let me see. Over here.
cool, cool.
We have the Packers at Detroit. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Detroit, bro. I'm going
No,
with
I'm gonna go.
Eminem's team.
No, cause see here, look, they beat Green Bay in Green Bay, so I believe they're gonna switch. I think it's gonna be 1-1, and that means they'll be 11-2. Because I think right now, yeah, they're 11-1 right now. The Lions are.
Yeah.
But anywho, okay, and then we had the Jaguars at the Titans. Oh, that's a tough one, man.
Wow, which of
I'll
the
go.
two, right?
I'll go Titans.
I'll go with Jags.
I'll go Jags.
Ugh, never
Trevor
gonna
Lawrence will
regret.
be out, but they also have the Patriots' old quarterback from last year. Okay, and then you have the Jets and the Dolphins. I'll go Dolphins.
Yes, Dolphins for
Yeah,
sure.
because they're playing at home. The Dolphins are playing
They'll
the
be
warm
thawed out
weather.
by then.
Yeah, I mean, they did, dude. They got their asses handed to them. It's funny. The Falcons at Minnesota. I'm gonna go Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Because the Falcons look terrible today. They really did. I was surprised. The Saints at the Giants. You know what? I'm gonna go Giants.
I have to go with the Giants too.
The Giants?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, we're agreeing a lot. Oh, this is easy. The Panthers at Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, of course. I figured I knew that one. Yeah, the Eagles look pretty good. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
like the coach. Sirianni. Screw
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He's overrated. Uh, I just tell you how I feel. That's all it is, guys.
It's
I'm
all
not right
right.
about everything. Okay, and we have the Browns at the Steelers.
Steelers. Do you have to think about that one? No.
Yeah, I'm just saying it. Man, I'm gonna go Browns. I think
Ooh,
that's gonna be the loss. I think I'm gonna
okay.
lose that maybe. It's always tough, man, with them. In fact, the Steelers just lost to the Browns at the Snow Globe game I was telling you about.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what they did? Oh, no, I'll change that up. I'll go Steelers. They did this already. I changed that. Sorry, guys. It's 4:22. My bad. The Raiders at the Bucks.
Hmm. I'm going with the Raiders.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
There's no way. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. Vegas play for the playoffs?
Just a hunch. Just a hunch.
Oh, here's one. Oh, I know this one. The Seahawks at the Cardinals. I go Seahawks.
I'm going Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Seahawks win again. They'll be even further away from you guys catching up.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
okay
know.
though. We'll send you some red and yellow pom poms so you can root on a real football team
Oh,
this
I
year.
I can see it with a little bit of brown there, like skid marks on your BBDs.
Yeah, the Bills at the Rams. Man, the Bills are playing hardcore, man. But I'm gonna go Rams. I'm trying to pick that team that's gonna beat them.
I got the
I think that,
Bills.
of course, yeah. Well, the Bills are gonna be 10-2 now.
Yeah.
And they're all baggy because they beat the Chiefs. We talked about this before. They beat
Yeah.
us during the regular season, but the playoffs, we
I
own
think
you.
they're solid. Yeah, I know. Playoffs, they choke all the
In
time.
the playoffs, we own them. Can you say Kansas City? Anyway,
Playoffs?
okay. And then we
Playoffs?
have, oh, well. Hey, the Panty Niners might get a win finally. The Bears against the Panty Niners. We'll go Panty Niners.
I'll go with my 69ers.
69. They're more like 74s. Okay, next Sunday night's game, we have the San Diego Chargers going to Hello Kansas City. That's right.
I like how you say the
Stadium.
San Diego Chargers, which is what they really are when you think about it.
My
right?
bad. See, 422 guys, Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm going with Kansas City. I'm sorry. Cannot pick the LA Chargers.
That's funny. You're right. San Diego, huh? 422 guys. And then the Monday night game we have, I will go with this team. We have these. Oh, I don't believe I picked them. I picked them, guys. Oh my gosh, I've gone against everything. Forget that. I can't do that. Of course, you should know who I'm about to say if I'm saying I can't pick.
Who are you talking about?
The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cowboys. Or Cowgirls.
I'm going with the Cowboys. I gotta go with the Cowboys on that one. They've been looking good.
Cowgirls. Yeah, I did say Bengals. I was like, what am I thinking, guys? See, 422. Jimbo's not all together, man. It's all good though. There you go. That's our picks. This year's MVP, man, I think it'll be Josh Allen or Jared Goff.
Shit.
I think that'll be it. Steve, I wish you a blessed week. You know how much I love you. I'm Crew for coming to us and bringing us into your life for this hour. We appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Mom, I love you. To everybody close to my heart, I pray for you. Research Skinwalker Ranch, guys. Anything you want me to look into, unexplained, I'll get my new one in. I'll work on something to surprise you for next week. Other than that, know that Jimbo loves you. My camel loves you. It's December. Ho, 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 you big naughty. Krampus is coming for you.
And I know we're just coming off of Movember, which was Men's Health Month. Go get checked up, folks. Guys, gentlemen.
Get violated. Get violated.
Get your, well, it's the blood test. No, the blood test first. Oh, you do the RSA test to check for your prostate.
Oh, see, my bad. Once again, 420.
Then if you need to check the prostate, then yeah, you can do the finger.
See? Tickle me. Tickle me. Tickle me. I had a girlfriend that did that one time.
So anyway, email Jimbo and I if you know anything about the Skinwalkers like I was talking about. My God, I can't get that picture out of my face. At thegoodvibesguys@gmail.com. Love you guys. Looking forward to another show next week for what's that, episode 27 coming out.
Yeah. We'll hit 30 hopefully when New Year gets here. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Let's do it though. It's December. Be good to everybody.
For Jimbo and I and the Good Vibes guys, over and out.
Peace.